Hello YouTube friends and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Deidre from our Upcycled Life and I do lots of thrifting, upcycling, repurposing, and DIY content. So if you like that kind of stuff, we'd love to have you follow along. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notification so you don't miss any great DIY content. Today's project is this bench. I picked it up at a yard sale about a month ago. I think I paid around $5 for it. And I'm going to finish it off today. I'm not really sure about the different types of wood, but it's really heavy and I'm kind of thinking that it might be oak. The grain in it is fabulous. So the technique that I'm going to do on it is a wood burning technique. So I can make all that grain pop out and it looks fabulous when it's all finished. I'm excited to show you guys how to do it. The one thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a butane or a propane torch. We're going to kind of char the top of the wood. That's to start the project, and this is an outside project. This is not something that you're going to do in the house. So I'm going to take it out of my shed, outside, in the fresh air, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, let's get started. I'm so glad I found this bench when I was out yard sailing. It's really good quality, heavy, handmade, been put together really well, and I'm excited to try this technique on it. I've got my bench set up on a metal stand. I've got my garden hose ready if I need it, if it flares up any. And I'm going to just turn on my propane torch. And you're just going to want to take it back and forth across the wood. Try not to leave it in any one spot for too long because you'll burn it and it'll scorch it. So you kind of want to just go evenly back and forth. It takes a little bit of practice. I'm still not really good at it. I made some scorches and I made a few little burn marks, but I think in the end it just kind of gives it some really nice character. Okay, I have this all done and I've burnt all the top and the bottom and the sides, and I love the way that it makes the grain and the wood pop out. I'm not an expert at this. I've only tried this technique a few times and you can see I've kind of scorched it here and there, but I think it just adds character to it. The main thing is just to use caution. Make sure you do it outside. Make sure you have a hose, and I even had a water bottle handy too if I needed to squirt if it flared up a little bit. Had my glasses on and I wore a mask. So just take your time, just be careful, and I'm excited now to finish this off and put a stain on it and show you how it pops the grain out. Okay, I've got my sander out and I've got a 80 grit sandpaper on it, and I'm just going to sand all of the edges and all of the top and the sides just to get off any rough bits and just to distress it a little bit more. Okay, so I have it all sanded down. I couldn't decide what color stain I wanted to use. So I think I'm going to do something kind of fun and maybe do all four of these colors. I have a red latex paint, I have a green acrylic, I have a blue latex and a yellow acrylic. And I think I'm going to make these into my DIY stain. It's a super simple recipe. It's 1-to-1, 1 part water to 1 part paint. And I'm going to just kind of maybe put some blue on the top, some red down here, yellow, green. I don't know. I'm just going to fool around and just see. Now you can just leave it as is. It's beautiful just the way it is, and put a polyacrylic sealer on top of it. But I kind of want to make something kind of funky and fun today. So bear with me and let's see what I create. I've just mixed up my DIY stain, 1 part water, 1 part paint, and I'm going to put the blue on the top. And you're just going to rub it in where you want it. Let it soak into all that wood. I'm just using a little rag just to put this stain on, and it's really porous, so it uses it up and soaks it up pretty good in the wood. So just put a liberal amount over the whole piece, and then when you're finished, you're going to take a paper towel and wipe off any excess stain that you have. And you can mix up any paint and turn it into a stain. You can use acrylic, you can use latex, you can use chalk paint. You just have to do the ratio of 1-to-1 and thin it down and just wipe it onto your project. And it has the same qualities and the same kind of look as it would as you bought a colored stain. So basically what is happening is the lighter wood is picking up the stain, and then the darker burnt wood is not picking up the stain as dark. So that's going to give you those 2 tones of color on the project. And doesn't this look fantastic already? I'm excited to try all these different colors on the different parts of this bench. I just hope it looks okay. There's no turning back now. So cross your fingers, and I'm excited to see the outcome. I'm just going to work away, finishing up the different colors, and then we'll be ready to seal it. Okay, I finished staining it, and then I took it back outside and I gave it another really good sanding. I wanted to roughen up the edges a little bit and expose some of that raw wood before I sealed it up. I'm going to seal it up with a polyurethane. This is a water-based product from Minwax. I wanted a really glossy finish, so this is the clear gloss, and it cleans up with water. You want to make sure that for easy cleanup that you buy the water-based one and not the oil-based one. So I'm going to get working on that, and then I'll show you the end result. and it's all finished and I love it. And I'm so glad that I went with those different pops of color. I kind of went out of my comfort zone, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't want to create something that was just plain chalk paint and sanded. I wanted to do something a little bit more funky and fun. So if you can get a hold of a propane or a butane torch and you have someplace outside that you can do a project like this, give it a try. It just takes a little bit of practice and you can create some beautiful home decor. Let me know down in the comments what you think of all the different colors, or whether I should have just went with one solid color. I think I did pretty good for a $5 yard sale find to upcycle this beautiful bench. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I love to read them. I'll be sharing so many more DIY, thrifting, repurposing videos, so if you aren't already following along, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will let you know when I upload my next video. See you real soon. Take care and have a great day.